You're welcome. Previously we looked at this code as you can see on the screen, but now we're going to work with the formula on other questions. As I said earlier, programming is all about practice. The more you practice, the better you become. And for the first couple of codes we ran, you agree with me that it was quite easy. But now we're going to go into more complex examples. You have to put that at the back of your mind. Okay, remember the formula is still include IOStream using namespace std, integer main, void, you open with a curly bracket, you say cout, quotation mark, and then you close with a semicolon, and then you have return 0 and you close with a semicolon. Let me highlight it for you to see. So now let's copy more. Please don't forget this formula that is highlighted. You're going to use it to run all the code in this tutorial. Let's display numbers. Okay, let's run it. But before you run, don't forget to save your work. Numbers. Nice. It's raining today. It's very cold. I like the weather. I like it when it rains. Wow. Let's do currency. You can write a dollar, you can write euro, you can write naira, you can write any currency in C++. You can tell the computer to display the currency. So basically in this tutorial there are two things I'm going to be focusing on. I want you to realize that anything inside the quotation marks is the computer is going to display exactly what you wrote there. If there's a dot, it is going to display it. If there's a dollar sign, it's going to display it. There's a naira sign, it's going to display it. There's an euro sign, it's going to display it. Anything inside those quotation marks in cout, the computer is going to display exactly what you type inside. Another thing I would like to mention in this video is that if you don't put a curly bracket, the computer is not going to run any code for you. The curly bracket is very important. You must use it to end your line. Let's run it. Nice. If you skip a video, you're likely to have problem. So you have to follow these videos from the scratch so that you understand what we are doing. We are basically printing out output, different kinds of output. In the next video, you look at making some few calculations. We are not going to be displaying, we are going to do some calculations in math. Okay, now I'm going to type before I explain some complex examples to you. We are told to calculate area of a rectangle. So the formula remains the same. It hasn't changed. Include IO stream using namespace std int main void curly bracket cout return 0 curly bracket again. Now you notice in the previous example we are asked to display an output, but now we are asked to calculate. So I'm going to go straight to the program. I assume you have been following me through the previous tutorial. I told you the more we go, the faster we have to move, because I don't want the video to be so long. And I want you to understand that if you follow me in the previous videos, you're going to get this right. So let's deal with the question now. The question says you should calculate area of a rectangle. I want to tell you that C++ can actually do this for you. First of all, you must write your formula, include IO string using namespace std int main void open curly bracket cout area of a rectangle. The first thing we have to say is area rectangle. Cout, we need area is equals to length times width. The length is given to be 8, the width is given to be 5. Cout 8 times 5 return 0. Okay, we use the same format for circle, square, triangle, or any shape that is given to you. Thank you for watching. You can do well to subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. As for the next video, I'm going to talk about output as well, but I'm going to put some finishing touches to this chapter. So you have to watch the video also, because it has a lot to do with output. It's going to actually expose you to the questions itself.